Nate is with us in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hi, Nate. Welcome to the Ramsey Show. What's up?
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Sure. How can I help?
So I'm graduating nursing school in a couple of months, and I'm sitting on 2 job offers right now. One of them is working days, and the other is nights with primarily COVID patients. But that job pays about $10,000 more per year. And I'm trying to save up for graduate school, which is going to be about $120,000. And I'm planning to work 2 to 3 years. Before that, I'm trying to see if it's worth taking the harder job to make that extra $20,000-$30,000.
I thought it was $10,000.
Well, I'm going to be working for 2 to 3 years.
Oh, $20,000-$30,000 over a 2 to 3 year period. I see.
Correct.
Okay. Will either one of these places pay for your education if you want to go back?
It's through the same company, but it's not significant.
Okay. What's your degree in?
It's nursing.
Okay. And so what are you? You're an RN or LPN or what?
I'll be graduating as an RN, yes.
Okay. And what are they paying you?
So one would be about $60,000, and the other would be about $70,000.
And you classified the night one as the more difficult one. Why is that, Nate?
It's kind of working on a unit that's pretty much overrun with COVID patients, so just wearing all that gear all the time.
Uh-huh. Okay.
All right. Do you have overtime available with either?
Yeah, we can usually work 4 to 5 shifts a week if we need to.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to, right?
Well, yeah.
And so if you were to do that 4 to 5 extra shifts over
that
a
would be a
couple of
lot more than $10,000 a year.
Correct. I was just kind of going with a base, assuming 40-hour work weeks.
Yeah, but if I'm working overnight and I'm wearing gear and I'm exhausted so I can't take the other shifts, that offsets.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah, I think you work more of a normal life other than the fact, or you take the normal job and you just work more, and you're going to make a lot more than an extra 10 doing that you could not have made if you were exhausted from overnight and wearing the gear.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you.
No, I think you're on something there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to factor in, Nate, the quality of life also, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just how you're going to be as you're pursuing this to be able to want to go to grad school. Obviously, you have the heart to serve people. I would go with that day job and take as much overtime as possible.
Yeah, I think I would too. And the other thing I'm going to do is RNs are always in demand, but right now there's a huge demand. I don't necessarily want you to take either one of these if you haven't done some more shopping about what's out there. I would love for you to find a place that would pay for your school and give you 60 or more and give you overtime potential.
So I am slightly confined to my state because the state of North Carolina helps pay off certain amounts of debt if we work there for X amount of time. So right
how much
now
is X?
$7,000. Well, $7,000 a year.
For how long?
And this is just going to be for my first year.
Okay.
So that's just a nice.
Yeah, but if you give up a job that was going to pay you 80,
That's right.
and you got 7 more, that was not a good trade.
Yeah. And Nate, that's
this is what's called golden handcuffs.
Yeah, and that's like the whole student loan forgiveness plan and these debt forgiveness.
I'll take the 7 if I can get it, but don't take if you can move across the state line into Georgia or
Yep.
whatever or Tennessee, whichever state line, I don't care, Virginia, and you can make 80 plus overtime, plus they pay your stuff, then stinking give up the 7.
Yeah, give me the moving truck.
That's the thing. So let's get. I'm afraid you've constricted yourself on a false boundary here.
No, I agree.
Be careful with that one. Hey, man, thank you for the call. I'm proud of you, man. You got a good career field. You're always going to have work, and you're always going to have more work than you possibly want. You know, Chris, people do that sometimes. We place the wrong. You know, it's almost like a distraction. Like, look over there, so you can run away. You know, that kind of thing.
Right.
And so it's look over there. That's 7,000, and you run away from 25,000 over here.
Yeah.
And you do that sometimes with benefits package.
Yep.
And you go, oh, I don't want to give up benefits. Well, what's it worth?
Right.
$50 a month. $600 a year, and you walked away from a $15,000 increase in pay because you don't want to give up the benefits. You know, it's just, because you never really do the actual math. You just go have this emotional reaction, and it's like a distraction. Like, look over there.
It really is. And so what we just did with Nate was break down and talk dollar amounts. And I want to encourage you all out there. There are always more options than what appear in the here and now. Mm-hmm. And whenever you start to say, I only can do this or this, that's not true. Those are the two things you've thought about. So do yourself a favor. Seek wise counsel. Go talk to some people that have done some stuff, some people that have lived some things, and you'll find you have a few other options available.
Well, when we're teaching leaders, for instance, in entree leadership that are running businesses, we teach them decision-making skills. Mm-hmm. And one of the best decision-making skills you can always do is to have lots and lots of options.
Yep.
There's a lot of power in options. You have a higher probability of making the right decision. But if you say, oh, I've got two options, A and B, and both of them suck. Yeah. I just got to choose between suck and double suck. Yeah. And that's just a bad choice. I mean, you have to change something.
Right.
To change that mindset. Because
no, you really do.
In his case, that wasn't what he was facing. He didn't have two bad options. But if you've got 15 different things laying on the table instead of 3, your worst case scenario is you get confused. Mm-hmm. Your best case scenario is you're going to have better options.
Yeah. No.
And then you've got power, and you can go back to, well, I like this other place better, but they're $5,000 off. And you go back and go, guys, if you'll meet this other offer, I'll take your deal.
That's right.
And you throw in paying for my grad school or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can negotiate when you've got it gives you power because you can go do the other thing.
That's right. And you're not demanding, you're asking. You're having a conversation.